Hey everyone, welcome back. For today's reading topic, we're going to ask, how does your spiritual guides or spiritual team sees you, or what do they think of you? So we have here three crystals. For the first group, we have Honeycomb Ruby. Then for second group, or group number 2, we have Hemimorphite. And for group number 3, we have Opalite crystal. Take your pick. So if you chose Honeycomb Ruby, then this is your reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 1. Let's see how your spiritual team, your guide, sees you. Don't be surprised if it's actually different from how you perceive yourself. Okay, let's see here. You have 10 of Cups. Next, World. Queen of Wands. Nine of Swords. Lovers. And you have Alchemist. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups in reverse. Alright, so I'm seeing here water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You may have that in your chart somewhere. We also have here fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially Sag. Then we have Gemini, if it's air. Then we have Taurus, if it's actually Earth. So again, you may actually have that somewhere in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Now, when it comes to what do they think of you, or how your spiritual guides or spiritual team sees you, what I'm actually hearing is that, number one, they really see you as a powerful person, okay? They're actually seeing you as somebody who's meant to shine, who's meant to do something great. But I'm actually picking up that some of you, and this is what I'm hearing from your guides, they're saying you're being too hard on yourself. Okay? Some of you may have given away your power, or you may be perceiving yourself as if that you can't do this, or that you're feeling helpless. There's something about, how some of you may be kind of like thinking that you are trapped in your situation as well, where you can't do anything about your situation right now. And what am I actually hearing from your guides? They're saying you do have a choice with the Lover's card over here. All right? You have the power to choose what's right for you. So for those who are resonating with, you may have given away your power, or you may feel as if that you're powerless. That's not true. Okay? It's like what I said. Your spiritual team, your guides, may actually perceive you differently, as opposed to how you see yourself. And I'm saying that you're powerful because of, number one, look at this image of the 9 of Swords, all right? There's actually this lady, and there's actually a dragon. Yeah, a dragon print on her dress. And dragon is a symbolism for power. Queen of Wands is also a powerful woman, all right? She's confident, ambitious, she's a go-getter. So I'm really getting that for you, group number 1. This is how your spiritual team sees you. But maybe some of you are kind of like thinking of yourself in a negative light or in a negative way. Or you're thinking that maybe you're trapped. I can't do this. All right. So your guides or your spiritual team sees you as somebody who's powerful. So if you're struggling right now, all right, they do acknowledge that. They do understand what you're going through. But they wanted to remind you how powerful you are. Okay? So right now, as you're watching this video, maybe this is a wake-up call for you to shift your consciousness, to reclaim your power, or to realize your true potential. I'm also hearing that for some of you, your guide could be, yeah, a grandma. I'm hearing that very, very strongly, especially that I'm looking at this world card over here. Or these are your ancestors sharing all of these messages for you. I'm getting a feminine energy for sure. Whether it's a mother figure, a grandma. And what she's saying is that you will always be her baby. Okay? Yeah, maybe if it's actually a grandmother, because that's what I heard. This grandma is saying that she was the one who raised you. So maybe instead of your biological mother or your mother, it was actually the grandma who raised someone watching this pile. All right? She understands how much you miss her. Okay, so bad. But she's saying that I'm actually your guide. I'm always right beside you. So I may not be physically around you, but I'm always beside you, okay? So yeah, I'm getting that. Plus, she's also saying, or your guides, let's just put it that way, your guides are seeing you as somebody who's very, very sweet. I'm really picking that up, all right? You're very sweet. You're very thoughtful as well. Also, I'm hearing very strongly that for some of you, your guide sees you with the Five of Cups, okay? Maybe you've been dwelling in the past. Maybe there's something about the past that is interfering with your present. So for those who are resonating with that, this came out in reverse. This is actually their advice as well for you, all right? Not to dwell in the past anymore. They wanted you to reclaim your power, all right? It's about time for you to realize that there are still 2 cups standing and that you can overcome any struggles or obstacles that you're faced with right now. You have a choice. Lovers is all about choice. You have a choice to put an end to something that gives you a lot of stress, anything that is not for your highest good. And instead, your guides are hoping, or they're thinking that it's about time for you to realize that you have the power to choose happiness as well. Because again, this is the opposite. There's a lady crying over here, okay? I'm also hearing with this alchemist card over here, you guys are really creative. Very, very talented. So I'm really picking up that maybe you guys can actually have multiple talents or skills. This is how they see you. But I'm also hearing, since this is a temperance card, that some of you also needed to be patient as well. Somebody watching this pile is kind of like waiting for either a lover to return or is still having a hard time moving forward from a past person. But I'm also hearing somebody watching this pile is really, yeah, kind of like testy or impatient because they wanted to be in a relationship already. I'm hearing that for someone out there. So for whoever that is for, your ancestors, your guides, they're actually saying be patient, okay? Don't stress yourself. Allow things to flow. Okay? So let's move on to the next set of cards now. How your spiritual guides, your spiritual team sees you, group number 1. Queen of Fire. Again, Queen of Wands. Strong fire sign here. So some of you may really have that in their chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Day and night. Okay. I keep on hearing while I'm shuffling, okay, before I forget. While I was shuffling, I keep on hearing one of your guides is saying, look at the bright side of, the situation. I keep on hearing that. Look at the bright side. I keep on hearing it. So maybe somebody watching this pile, since you have the 9 of Swords, that it's hard for you to see your situation from a different light or a different perspective. Because I keep on hearing your guides saying, look at the bright side. Yeah. The unexpected. Okay. This is very beautiful. So it's still related to what I heard. Somebody watching this pile is either waiting for something, okay? Or you may have the tendency to kind of like, yeah, get anxious, because Nine of Swords is all about anxiety, all right? So maybe you're kind of like waiting for a certain outcome to happen. And your guys are saying, all right, that, yeah, you really needed to just be in the flow. Somebody really needed to hear that message. Be in the flow, be patient. Because who knows, all right? Things will just happen the way that you're not expecting it to be, all right? Because you got the unexpected card over here. Allow it to happen naturally. I'm really getting that, okay? So don't spend a lot of time overthinking or being too hard on yourself, because obviously your guys doesn't want you to be in that state, all right? Instead, they're hoping that you're actually going to be confident about whatever it is that you've been manifesting, let's just say, all right? Whether it's around career, love life, or whatsoever. So be optimistic. That's also what I'm hearing. For others of you, their message for you is to look at the bright side of things, okay? There's something about perspective as well. I'm also getting here that for others of you, your guide sees you as somebody who's intuitive, all right? But maybe because of the stress that you may be having recently with the Nine of Swords, that it's hard for you to trust your intuition or your gut feeling. So this is another reminder for some of you, because I'm drawn to the cat, and cat is all about intuition as well. And then we have an eye over here. Okay, let's see what else. Mountain, yeah. Just all about challenges, obstacles. Wonders. Happiness. See? Oh my gosh. And then delight. Let's start off with the mountain card. Well, obviously, this is what I heard at the very start of the reading. Somebody watching this pile, you may be struggling and you may be feeling as if that things are hopeless for you, or you're kind of like, you know, in despair. That's really the energy I'm picking up. And your guys are saying, don't lose hope, okay? Don't give away your power thinking that I can't do this anymore, or I'm powerless, I'm helpless. Because again, your guides perceives you differently. Remember, mountain, yes, it's all about challenge or obstacles, but mountain represents strength. And this is how they see you. They know that you are actually a strong person, okay? And then for the rest of the cards, what I'm actually getting here, yeah, there's something about love and romance. I really got that. Either some of you have been waiting for a past person to return, or a love interest that hasn't reached out to you just yet. Others of you, you're kind of like manifesting for this, yeah, future spouse or potential partner. So again, the main message is for you to be in the flow, all right? Enjoy what you currently have right now. That's really what I'm hearing, okay? Hope for the best, but don't expect so much, or don't try to control the outcome so much, okay? And also, I'm hearing, based on these three cards, your guides actually, you know, is saying that it's about time for you to incorporate fun into your life, okay? Some of you are being so dead serious, all right? So it's not to say that you shouldn't take your life seriously. Life is all about balance, but this is a time for you as well to incorporate fun into your life, all right? Although they do understand that the situation is really difficult for you right now, especially for those who are struggling right now, but they're reminding you to, again, be in the flow, hope for the best, all right? See the bright side of things, or look at the bright side of the situation, and to incorporate fun. That's really what I heard. Anywho, let's see what else. And by the way, for some of you guys, like what I said, your guys are saying they really see you as a very loving person, very sweet, very smart as well. Look at this with the image of the dolphins. Dolphins are really smart animals, very friendly. Some of you are great conversationalists or really good when it comes to communication. Wow, a lot of cards. You got blissful, evolve, and then imagine. Okay, yeah. So your guide sees you as somebody who's very creative. And I feel that your guides, honestly, they're reminding you of how talented you are, or you can actually come up with some really amazing ideas that nobody can probably, come up with. But yeah, I feel that your guides are giving you this advice since you're highly creative, you're very talented. Make use of your imagination, all right? Do things that would inspire you. Because they're saying that more and more ideas are going to be sprouting once you are in this really fun vibe, all right? When your energy is really fun, happy, playful, that's what I'm hearing. Because when you're always entertaining or inviting negative emotions or thoughts, it's going to be hard for you to feel inspired, to feel motivated, to come up with some amazing ideas. Because they're saying you're highly creative. There's a lot of ideas playing around in your mind. So make use of that, okay? By incorporating fun. That's what I'm getting here. Also, what they're showing you here based on these 3 cards is that they're really, seeing you somebody, either you may have gone through a lot in life, okay? That's also what I'm hearing. Plus, I'm also getting this message with this Evolve card that maybe it's about time for you to challenge yourself to do something new. All right? Because you're meant to grow. You're meant to expand. Your wings are ready. Okay? That's what they're saying. And then with the Blissful card, this is more of like, what Spirit is kind of like giving you an advice on, for some of you, to be at peace with yourself. Because again, we're seeing the 9 of Swords earlier, all right? So again, there's something about that, to be at peace with yourself, to hope for the best, to look at the bright side of things, and to challenge yourself as well to grow, and to make sure that you don't dwell in the past anymore, especially that you got the 5 of Cups in reverse earlier, right? Because again, they're saying you shouldn't allow yourself to be stuck in the past. You're meant to grow. You're meant to evolve. All right, let's see. What else? Oh, you got soulmates? I knew it. There's something about love and romance. That's really what I picked up, even at the very start of the reading. So either some of you are still very much, heartbroken over a past person, or you're still waiting for this person to reach out, maybe. Because again, you got the 9 of Swords, which is all about overthinking, stress, frustration, worries, right? Sleepless nights. So again, your guys are, seeing how you are doing all these things, and they're hoping that this is going to be a wake-up call as well for you, not to be too hard on yourself, all right? They wanted you to be happy. You deserve happiness. And for those who are actually attracting a soulmate connection, or you're wanting to invite love into your life, or a potential partner into your life, remember, again, you have to build a great relationship with yourself. Don't base off your happiness on another person, all right? Don't look for someone to fill that void for you. You have to be whole, happy, and complete on your own first. Love is all about sharing, not seeking for love outside of yourself. Always remember that, okay? Let's see, what else? And by the way, with the image of the penguin, like what I said, your spiritual team sees you as a very loving, very sweet, thoughtful person, and very loyal too, very dedicated. You have financial constraints, So some of you are probably struggling when it comes to finances right now because you got the Mountain card over here. Or this can also just talk about how you guys are really, really good in handling finances. Or maybe you are a businessman or a businesswoman. I'm also hearing that right now just by looking at this, yeah, card over here. So maybe some of you are entrepreneurs. Maybe some of you are, yeah, people who can be financially independent, or maybe you've been manifesting for financial freedom as well. But I'm getting here with the financial constraints that maybe you guys are struggling, okay? Then you got to change your focus. Oh my gosh, 5 of Cups again. I can't believe it. So you got that at the very start of the reading, group number 1. So this is more of like a message for you, all right? To make sure that you put your focus on, yeah, on things that would uplift your energy, all right? And maybe that's why I keep on hearing earlier, look at the bright side of things, all right? Don't be so sad. Everything happens for a reason. But instead, put your focus on how you can actually overcome this particular, problem or challenge that you're faced with, okay? But to make sure as well that you don't dwell in the past. Because again, 5 of Cups is talking about dwelling in the past. And they're reminding you that there's still hope with the 2 cups standing, okay? All right, let's see. What else? Wow, you got the Empress. This is how they see you. Again, the Empress is very abundant. The Empress is actually somebody who is very generous and kind and caring. So again, this is how they see you and what they think of you, okay? Plus, the Empress is also related to business. So maybe that's why I'm picking that up. Somebody watching this pile, either you already have your own business, okay? You guys are highly creative. There's a lot of things that you can actually come up with because of your ideas. Again, with this woman's heart chakra glowing, again, you guys have a big heart, very heart-centered. The fact that they're seeing you as somebody's caring, compassionate, or nurturing. Oh my gosh, loyalty. What did I tell you when I saw this image of the penguin? Because penguins are very loyal animals. And now it says here, responsibility, relationships, construct, self-care. So yeah, this is how your guide sees you. You're very loyal, not only when it comes to your lover or your love interest, but to the people that you really care about, even, to your friends. Because again, we see here the image of the dog, all right? So you guys are very sincere, very loyal, very dedicated. But I'm drawn to the self-care card over here, all right? Or rather, the keyword over here. So I feel this is also a message for some of you to make sure that you don't be, so hard on yourself, that you have to take good care of your needs first, all right? Yeah, there's something about you needing to work on loving yourself, putting yourself first, to be more in the divine feminine energy as well. Yeah, you got the Rose's Kiss. You got the Grand Symphony. So I'm actually getting here. Let's start off with the Rose's Kiss. I feel that a lot of you guys who chose this pile, you may be kind of like struggling at the moment, all right? And yeah, not everything in life is beautiful, all right? We all experience pain, heartbreak, failures, or loss. That's part of the package. That's what the guys are saying. So they're really hoping that the way you're going to be perceiving your current situation right now is going to be different, okay? Don't look at everything as if it's just purely bad. I keep on hearing that. Look at the bright side of things, okay? Be hopeful. I keep on hearing that. Be hopeful. Stay optimistic, okay? Because if you allow yourself to drown in those negative thoughts or drown yourself in negativity, nothing is going to happen anyway, okay? So yeah, that's a message for a lot of you. And I'm also drawn to this ladybug. There's something about luck. So maybe some of you are feeling unlucky, whether it's unlucky in love or even when it comes to your financial situation. Yeah, relationships. Are you kidding me? And then he got forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. See, somebody needed to hear that. Maybe that's why you keep on getting the Five of Cups in reverse. All right, or the Five of Cups, because this is the Five of Cups, and it says change your focus. Then you got forgiveness. So like what I said when I saw the Rose's Kiss, because this is also talking about pain and hurt, all right, because not everything in life is perfect. We all experience, really not so good things, heartbreak and failures, all right. So similar to the rose is really beautiful, all right, but it has thorns. But I'm actually picking up that for some of you viewers of this pile, this is the time for you to let go of the past, okay? Like what it says here in this card, that harboring resentment actually blocks the flow of love for you, okay? For some of you with the relationships, this is exactly what I heard earlier. Some of you either is still very much, highly affected by what has happened over the past, or you may be waiting for a past person to come back. Some of you are still, having a hard time moving forward. So this is how your spirit guide sees you right now. But they're cheering you on. They're hoping that eventually you would look at the bright side of things, why things happen, and that eventually you guys are going to help yourself to let go, all right, to move forward instead. Because there's still 2 cups standing, just like what we said earlier. And maybe you are being led towards a different direction. And this new direction, it's going to offer a far more, beautiful experience for you. Okay? So there's something about, not all of you, but there's something about, being stuck over the past, in which your guys are hoping that you would be courageous enough to let things go. All right, and just move forward. Let's pull up another set of cards here. What else? You got conflict, happy success. Okay. So obviously we've seen the mountain card, which represents challenges and obstacles. All right. So that's why I got the conflict card over here. So maybe you guys are really going through a lot, whether it's love related, whether it's career or financial problem or what, because you got the financial constraints. But again, you got the consciousness of happy success. So I really feel that this is how your guide sees you, all right? They know that, number one, you can overcome this current challenge or conflict, okay? Or this is the advice to make sure that you embrace the consciousness of success. Don't look at yourself as if you're a failure just because things didn't actually work out, or just because you're going through a lot of, problems right now. It's not to say that you can't overcome it, okay? So this is also an advice for the people who chose this pile to embrace the consciousness of success. Then you got the action card. Wow, see? Your guide sees you as a powerful person. Look at that. We have a female warrior over here, and she's holding this katana or this sword. So again, there's something about strength. So you may actually perceive yourself, just like what I said earlier, as feeling hopeless, or that you can't do anything about your situation. You're stuck where you are. And again, like what I said, your spiritual team or your guides may actually perceive you differently than how you perceive yourself. And this is how they see you. They see you as a strong person. Okay? And look at that. She has a tattoo of a dragon. And dragon is a symbolism for strength or power. Okay? I'm also hearing very strongly, somebody watching this pile, maybe you really needed to work on your self-confidence. Because I keep on hearing that maybe you're holding yourself back, you're limiting yourself. Okay? That's why they're saying embrace the energy or the consciousness of success. Because they're actually saying here, or your guys are saying here, that they see you as a very successful person, or that you can actually achieve success. Not because you're experiencing a lot of failures right now. It's not to say that you cannot become successful. Even the most successful people out there, they had to experience failure multiple times before they became successful. Okay? So think about that for whoever that is for. Okay, so what else? Let's try this one. Are you freaking kidding me? This is crazy. Look at that. Needing to forgive others, needing to let go of a grudge. So yeah, you got the forgiveness card, right? And it says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So for whoever this is for, your guides actually, yeah, is encouraging for you to let it go, okay? Or to let things go. There's no point in harboring or allowing yourself to be wrapped up in anger, frustration. You're just being hard on yourself. Remember that, okay? Remember, forgiveness is a gift to yourself anyway. When you forgive, it's not to say that you tolerate what they have done. But don't be too hard on yourself. Let it go, all right? Release it. Because what you deserve is happiness. What you deserve is success, happiness, love, right? But somebody watching this pile, yeah, since this card came up, and there's really something about forgiveness or letting go of something from the past. Because it even says here needing to forgive others, okay? Anyway, let's see what else. Challenging stereotypes, pushing limits. Beautiful. So for some of you, this is how your guide sees you. That you're the type of a person who really tries to challenge, stereotypes, okay? That you can actually do it. Other people may actually, view it as something that is impossible, all right? Yeah, you're just really, really ambitious. That's really what I'm picking up with that card over there with the Atlantic Slipper. So I feel that you guys really, try to challenge yourself. I don't know. I'm kind of like picking up, who's that guy from the Ocean Gate? The recent, thing that happened with the Ocean Gate. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Yeah. Comment down, all right, if you remember his name. I forgot his name. The guy who actually invented the Ocean Gate. He's trying to push the limits, though, all right? He really wanted, to do things differently, or he actually wanted to, to come up with an idea or come up with something that other people wasn't able to come up with, okay? But he wanted to challenge, something, which is by using acrylic, I believe, or what did he use? Yeah, he actually used a different type of material. Yeah. Oh my gosh, carbon. Yeah, there you go, carbon. But unfortunately, though, it caused the lives of other people because he was a little bit stubborn. All right, but you get what I'm saying, in which you guys, really challenge, yourself, things that other people are afraid to do, or other people maybe not so comfortable in doing it, but you don't have any trouble doing it. You try to push the limits as well. Yeah, I forgot his name. My gosh. Yeah, who's that guy, from the Ocean Gate, the Titan? Anyway, another message for group number 1 is that, again, especially for those who are resonating with, it's hard for you to let go of the past or forgive someone from your past. They're saying, look for the gift, from this situation. And maybe that's why I heard earlier, they're saying, look at the bright side of things. All right. Are you freaking kidding me? Again, another card about forgiveness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, group number 1. It's about time to release resentment, anger, and that's the cause of stress, all right? Remember, stress is really going to be manifesting in the physical body, all right? So make sure that you take good care of yourself. Don't stress yourself way too much. Because by holding on to grudges, holding on to anger, that's not going to be good for you, okay? Can't believe this. There's a lot of card around needing to forgive or letting go. Okay. He got the dangerous leader. Which is similar to, yeah, with this pushing limits. And you know me, I don't sugarcoat things, okay? So somebody watching this pile, not all of you, it's good that you push the limits, which again reminded me of that guy who invented the Titan or Ocean Gate. I just freaking forgot his name. But it was good that he has that energy or consciousness of wanting, you know, to take a risk on something or to take a chance on something. He challenged himself to use a different type of material when it comes to those submersibles, right? But the thing is, it really caused not only his life, but for other people. And he was warned multiple times not to be using that type of material. I believe that was carbon. And it should have been steel or titanium or, yeah, other material that would be, yeah, a lot more stronger than the material that he came up with, which shouldn't be used for submersibles, right? Because there's some sort of like a cycle. That's what I actually, you know, heard when I watched those videos when that news came up. And the thing is, though, like what I said, it can be good in such a way that you can be innovative. You can be, you know, a person who likes to take a chance or to take a risk. But, yeah, it can actually be risky, of course. It can actually either cause not only you some problems, but other people around you. So somebody needed to hear that. So maybe for some of you guys, your guides are saying that maybe going forward, you have to think about the welfare of everybody, not just for yourself, but how it's going to be impacting others, not just you. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay, that's why I need to come up with that example of that guy who invented or who came up with the Titan submersible. Comment down below. I forgot his name. Oh, okay. Being taken for granted, being treated like a slave labor, being unappreciated. So either this is how you see yourself as well, in which maybe you felt as if that you were taken for granted, you felt unappreciated, all right? And this is how your guys also sees you. But then again, I told you guys, you know, your spiritual team sees you differently. So maybe this is, you know, a wake-up call for most of you to try to shift your consciousness, okay? You're special, you're important. Don't look at yourself as if that you're not important or that you're not valuable, all right? Or that you can't achieve success as well. Whoa. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'll be pulling up 6 cards. All of them are messages from your spiritual team. And then we'll pull up some, what was that called? Oracle stones. There you go. I'm still trying to, yeah, remember the name of that guy. But anyway, you can just comment down below. Whoever that is. I forgot his name. Anywho, let's actually pull up some messages for you guys. All right, first message. I am charismatic. So this is also how your guides or your spiritual team sees you. And the message is, expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You're able to get others on board with your ideas. Bingo, 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 bingo. What did I say earlier? What did I say earlier? When I saw the delight card earlier with the image of the bird, I really heard that from Spirit, that some of you are really good in communication, okay? Plus, if you can still remember, they're saying you guys have a lot of ideas, all right? But maybe because of the challenges that you're faced with, you might actually kind of like, yeah, feel as if that there's creativity block or creative block going on in your situation right now, where you felt as if that, yeah, you don't have any stamina or drive. I'm hearing that. And that's because of the challenge that you are faced with. So your guides are actually saying, try to shift your consciousness, okay? This is something you can overcome by helping yourself as well to rise above the situation. That's what I heard. Look at the bright side of things. Plus, try to incorporate fun. I keep on hearing that since you guys are highly talented or very creative and imaginative as well. A lot of you guys are also artists. That's also what I'm hearing. Okay. And they are hoping that you're going to be putting your focus on the things that would actually inspire you, because you can actually create. Group number one, you can definitely create something or come up with something that other people cannot come up with, just like what I said earlier. So yeah, and make sure that you apply fun in what you're doing as well. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, you guys are very charismatic people, very skilled communicators, expressive, blessed with a lot of ideas. See, that's how Spirit sees you. So don't feel as if that you're not appreciated or that you're not valued as a person, because to the eyes of your spiritual team, you're special, okay? And you should look at yourself differently too, okay? So now let's move on to another message from your spiritual team. Any other message for group number one? Coyote, and it says playfulness. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I heard earlier. And that's why I keep on hearing incorporate fun, incorporate fun. What the freak? You saw me shuffle as always. I can't make that up. Your guides are really active, group number one, and they're really, giving you all these messages because they love you. They know that you're feeling down. They know that your situation is difficult. Nobody's saying it's not. But instead of just allowing yourself to be stuck where you are by drowning in your own negative thoughts or allowing the negativity of the situation to defeat you, rise above it, okay? That's the point of your guides. And yeah, gosh, remember what I said earlier? If we can go back, I even said, because I'm hearing it from your spiritual team, they're saying, don't be so serious or dead serious. It's not to say they don't have to take life seriously, but this is a time for you to also apply fun into your life. And once you do, things would shift. That's also what I'm hearing for someone out there, all right? When you incorporate fun into what you're actually doing. So yeah, let's read it again. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. All right? Play, enjoy, have fun. Group number one. All right? Let's see. What else? Any other message for group number one? That's a problem when I can't remember someone's name. It will bother me. Gosh, I forgot that guy's name with the recent, the Ocean Gate or Titan tragedy. I forgot his name, man. Anyway, learn to live in the gray, it says here. Okay, so maybe for some of you guys, this is how you do things, all right? You're either black or white, all right, or extremes. So this is also how your guide sees you. But maybe this is also the advice for some of you to learn how to live in the gray. Some of you, maybe your personality is type 1, okay? Or personality type is type 1. All right, so let's get another message for you. What is this? Take some time to rest and rejuvenate. You need to pace yourself with the changes that are coming your way. They are all positive, bigger, and better. Things are coming for you. Just relax and trust. Again, it makes sense. Why? Because if you can still remember group number 1, you have the Nine of Swords earlier, right? And Nine of Swords is somebody's having a hard time sleeping or sleepless nights. It's all about anxiety, all right? So yeah, your guides are wanting for you to take some time to rest so you can, fully recharge, all right? And to trust that things are going to be a lot more better going forward. Just relax and trust that things are going to work out for the best, in other words. Okay. What else? Let's get another message. Oh, yes. It's your ancestors, group number 1. And it says here, ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. See? We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this point in time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy. And we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So you're never alone, group number 1. Okay, your ancestors are definitely supporting you in whatever challenge you're faced with right now. Okay, let's get another one. I wanted to pull up several messages because it's a general reading. So some of you may actually resonate more with one of the cards that we pulled up. Okay. Ooh, 2 cards. All right. It says here, you are entering a deeply emotional time in which you ponder the deeper spiritual questions of life. This is a time of self-discovery that deepens your connection to Mother Earth, your friends, and family. At times, your emotions may overflow, but this is a good thing, for these precious moments brings a great gift of healing. Okay. Another message. Actually, 3 cards. All right. This card signifies expansion and the accomplishment and success that come as a result of doing what you love or something that has great meaning for you. You are creating something of lasting value that will be enjoyed by others for years to come. Oh my gosh. See, group number 1? A strong sense of teamwork and fulfillment abound. Yeah, because you guys are really skilled people. You guys are really, innovators. That's really what I heard. You have a lot of amazing ideas, all right? So pay attention to that message in which it says here, you are creating something of lasting value that will be enjoyed by others for years to come. All right? That's something to look forward to, group number 1. And then we have this message that says, through the power of love, all shall unfold in the most perfect way for all concerned. This card is a blessing from an angel who is here to reassure you that all is well. See? There's no need to worry. All is bathed in a sea of divine love. Wow. Yeah, because again, Nine of Swords is all about worry and stress and anxiety, okay? So anyway, before we wrap things up, let me actually get some oracle stones for you. Okay. Well, you got release. I feel this is connected to the forgiveness card that you got multiple times, group number 1. So some of you really needed to release the past, anything that is preventing you from growing as a person, anything that is disrupting your peace. Okay? So that's why I got this oracle stone, which is release. And then we have here, trust your gut. Oh my gosh, this is also what I said earlier, right? Remember when I actually saw the Queen of Fire and there's a cat? And cat is all about intuition. And this is how your guide sees you. You guys are highly intuitive people, all right? I won't be surprised if some of you are even psychics watching this, all right? And so, again, your guys are saying, trust your inner voice. Trust your internal compass. Trust your gut instincts. Wow. And then you got harmony. So be at peace with yourself, group number 1, which is similar to the blissful card that you got earlier, all right? So yeah, in order for you to achieve peace or serenity, tranquility, you really needed to release something. Either release any unnecessary worries, stress, anxiety. That's just lowering down your vibration. Okay, trust that all will be well, and then trust your gut as well. Group number 1. All right, so there you go. That's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you again next week. Love and light. Okay, so if you chose this beautiful Hemimorphite crystal, let's find out how your spiritual team, what your spiritual guides think of you. Okay, spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 2. Death in reverse. Queen of Cups. Moon. World. Star in reverse. Ooh, cards are playing out. Let's just get one last. There you go. 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have the Alchemist. All right, so we're seeing here water signs. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. All water signs are here. Then I'm also seeing here Sagittarius, if it's actually fire. We have Aquarius, if it's air. And Taurus, if it's actually earth. All right, before we get started, just to remind you, how spirit or your guides perceives you or think of you may be actually different from how you see yourself, okay? So don't be surprised. So here's what I'm saying. Your guides are saying here that you guys are really naturally, very kind, very compassionate and sensitive people, especially that you got the Queen of Cups. A lot of you guys who chose this pile, I could pick up that either you are healers, you guys are empaths, especially empaths, okay? I'm really picking that up. Very highly, intuitive as well, especially with the moon, all right? This is how your guide sees you. Plus, I'm also picking up as well that a lot of you guys are also very, very balanced in terms of you really try, and again, I feel it's related to empathy. You try to see the both sides of a situation as much as possible. For others of you, though, there is a tendency for you to either hold on to some grudges. Okay, that's what I'm getting, because I'm drawn to the Death in reverse and the World card. So maybe if a person, did you wrong, or somebody from your past may have done something to you that caused you a lot of harm or pain, it's hard for you to kind of like let things go. Not for all of you, because this is a general reading, okay? Another message I'm hearing, because again, your guides may actually perceive you differently the way you actually perceive yourself. Some of you are actually kind of like seeing yourself as if you're small. You're kind of like dimming your own light. I keep on hearing that. All right. So don't be doing that. All right. You're meant to shine because the star is in reverse. You're meant to shine, group number 2. Don't dim your light. I keep on hearing it right now. Okay. Some of you are kind of like hiding in the shadows, and that's because of you see yourself in a small light, or you're limiting yourself. Okay, there's something about self-limiting beliefs, and again, your guides are saying you're meant to shine. All right, don't be afraid, because moon is also talking about fear. Also, this is how they perceive you, that you are a person who can achieve success in life with a 6 of Wands. Okay, so if you feel right now that you're not successful or you can't actually achieve success, that's not true. Okay, even right now as we speak, your guides already see you or sees you as somebody who's very successful. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourself as well. Be proud of your achievements. That's actually what I'm getting. And speaking of which, with the Star and Six of Wands, some of you are also, not to say that you're a celebrity or what, but I'm getting popularity. So I won't be surprised if some of you also have a huge following in your social media, or maybe you guys are actually active in social media. There's a lot of people checking it out. Some of you are even tarot readers, is actually what I'm hearing, checking out this pile. All right. So yeah, I won't be surprised. Maybe you have a YouTube account as well doing pick a card readings. So this is also how your guide sees you. And I feel that because of what you're actually doing, especially if you're a psychic, you're a tarot reader, the message for you from your guides is that they are proud of you. They're proud that you are actually making use of your gifts, your talents to provide guidance to people. Okay, so keep doing it. Make sure that you always try to put your focus on service, all right, to help people with the talents and the gifts that you actually have. Some of you are healers as well, or healers slash psychic. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So I noticed for group number 2, there's a lot of psychics, spiritual energy that I'm picking up. And yeah, speaking of spirituality and all that, not only are you guys highly spiritual or very knowledgeable in these type of things or topic, but yeah, you guys are really deep people, all right? Very profound, because that's the energy I'm getting with the Queen of Cups and the Moon card. And then I'm also, getting here that some of you are also very patient, okay? Very patient, especially if you're really gunning for something or going for something. You really try to take your time, okay? You really don't rush things. Yeah, which is good. Anywho, let's try to pull up another set of cards here. How your spiritual guides sees you, or what do they think of you? Let's take a look at this. Wow, 9 of Cups. Look at that. The Crone. Beautiful. Morning Dew Girl. Yeah. I feel group number 2, a lot of you really love the nature. Okay. Either you love spending time in nature, like what I said, a lot of the people who chose this pile are even empaths because you're highly, intuitive and very sensitive as well. You really do understand what other people are feeling without them telling you. All right. You can pick up their energies as well. Although there's a tendency for you to absorb, their energy. So I'm hearing right now, if you're resonating with, yes, I'm an empath, I'm highly sensitive, all right, make sure that you cleanse, okay? Make sure that you do cleanse. Make sure that you shield your energy as well, because maybe you're picking up the emotions of other people that doesn't belong to you, all right? Somebody needed to hear that. The next message I'm hearing, again, let's go back to the 9 of Cups. You guys are very ambitious people, all right? You're powerful manifestors. But I'm also getting here with this 9 of Cups that maybe some of you are thinking that you're not yet achieving what you want in life. I'm hearing that right now, or you feel as if that you're not yet successful. So again, your guides are saying, see yourself as a success already. I keep on hearing that. See yourself as a success already. Don't think of yourself as if that, oh, you're just stuck where you are, or you can't become successful, all right? You may be kind of like comparing yourself with other people. I don't know what that for. Don't compare yourself with the success of others. Their journey is different from yours, all right? I keep on hearing that. Somebody needed to hear that. Don't ever compare yourself with the success of others, because your skills, your talents and gifts, it's actually unique, okay? So it's okay to look at others as an inspiration, all right? There are 2 types of jealousy. We can be jealous of someone because they're achieving success, but in a positive way, in such a way that we can look at that person as, oh, that person is so successful. I wish I can be like her, or I wish I can be like him. But yeah, I will actually take that person as an inspiration, so I can challenge myself to become better, not to compete with that person, but to become better on my own. All right. So somebody needed to hear that. That was so strong. Your guide is very strict. Okay. I'm getting that right now. And so your guide is saying, don't ever compare yourself to the success of others. Their journey is different from yours. And yes, right now, even right now as I speak, they're already seeing you as a successful person. Okay? So yeah. Number 2, with the Crone card, this is also suggesting to me that a lot of you guys are really powerful people, right? Very disciplined and very independent. There's something about advice. I really got that. So that's why I picked up maybe, some of you are excellent counselors, or maybe because of what you're actually doing as part of your spiritual career, you guys have been providing guidance as well to other people. People actually come to you for advice, all right? Yeah, I'm getting that. There's also something about how you kind of like provide healing to other people. That's why I'm picking up some of your healers, all right? Healing in such a way that even though you may not be like doing that as part of your career, whether you are a doctor or an energy healer, let's just say, everybody's a healer anyway, but the message I'm actually hearing is that you kind of like, yeah, make people feel good whenever they're actually around you, all right? Yeah, I'm hearing that right now. Like you actually can turn someone's bad day into good, which is beautiful. Okay. There's something about rejuvenation. Even with this lady over here, she's being bathed with this beautiful light. Yeah, there's really something about cleansing and rejuvenation. Acceptance. Okay. Solitude. And then coming to life. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing, group number 2. I'll go back to that very strong message for someone out there whose guide is quite strict. And I'm picking up a female guide, actually. Yeah, and your guide, whoever this is for, is saying you need to accept yourself first, all right? You need to embrace who you are. Let's just put it in a general way, because that was so specific earlier. Somebody watching this pile, you're so hard on yourself because of you're thinking as if that you're not good enough, or that you're thinking that other people are achieving success. They're amazing. Why is it that no matter what you do, you're not, successful, or you're not, achieving the success that you really are hoping for? All right. Somebody really needed to hear that. And that's why your overall energy earlier, it's the Temperance card. And Temperance is talking about patience as well. All right. Be patient. That's the message for you. Whoever you are, you know who you are. And your guides are actually saying you need to accept yourself. All right. Because if you keep on comparing yourself with others, that's it. You would only feel disappointed all the time. Worst thing that could actually happen is that you might actually just feel bad about those people that you really look up to, or those people that you see who are successful. You will have a tendency to be jealous towards them. All right. Don't. We all, experience or feel jealousy, like what I said earlier, but it can be good or bad. Okay. We may feel jealous towards someone because they're so successful in life, but we can actually look at it in a way that, oh, I'm inspired by that person. I know I can also be like that person. I can also achieve success, right? Instead of feeling bad, right? I'm getting that very strongly for someone out there. I don't know what's that for, but your guide, wow, is so strict and is really wanting me to deliver that message. Okay. But for the rest of you, let's just put it in a general way. It can be similar in such a way that you kind of like just really see yourself as if that I'm not good enough, or I can't achieve this. Don't. Okay. Because your guides really sees you differently. They really see you as a very beautiful divine being as well. All right. They see you as a person who is capable of loving, who's capable of giving light to others, who's capable of experiencing success in life. But there's something about dimming someone's light. I keep on hearing that, all right? And it's making you feel so bad about yourself as well as with your situation. And this is what your guides are hoping for you to realize, all right? There's something about you needing to reflect on these things and to see yourself differently as well. There's something about, yeah, because with the reflection here of this card, I'm getting that there's something about you needing to shift your consciousness or the way you perceive yourself. Okay? Be proud. That's also what I'm hearing with this coming to life. And also with this coming to life card. Eventually, you can achieve the success that you're hoping for. But it has to start from you. How do you see yourself? Do you perceive yourself as somebody who's good, who's amazing? Because if you continue to perceive yourself as if you're small, or you can't do this or you can't do that, then you won't be able to achieve the success or the goal that you're gunning for. Okay? Breathe. For some of you, this is also the message from your guides. Take a breather. Relax. Okay? Yeah, guys are highly imaginative people as well. All right? Very creative too. Then you got blossoming abundance and then broken heart. Yeah. So let's start off with a broken heart because that's what I heard earlier. So for some of you, maybe it's hard for you to let go of situations from the past, most especially the negative ones, because I was drawn to that. What was that card? Yeah. Death card in reverse, as well as the World card. Yep. So some of you may have the tendency to hold on to some grudges or resentments, or it's hard for you to just let go of the past, all right? And again, your guides really loves you so much, and they're hoping that you can actually, again, see the situation differently, because obviously they don't want you to be in this energy all the time, all right? It's about time to move forward. It's about time to look forward to a brand new chapter or a brand new beginning. That's more of like what I'm getting, okay? But I'm also hearing with a broken heart that some of you are really, really kind people and very caring and compassionate. And that's why I'm picking up empaths, that you love to help people. But you have to be kind to yourself as well, because there's also a tendency that other people may actually take advantage of you, all right, because of the kindness that you're actually showing. Then with the blossoming abundance, this is how your guide sees you. You're abundant, all right? So if you're actually seeing yourself as if you're lacking in something, which is similar to what I heard earlier, that I'm not good enough, or I can't achieve this, I can't achieve that, that's it. You need to replace those thoughts. That's something that you need to reflect upon, okay? Because your guides right now are really seeing you as abundant people, okay? In terms of skills, talent, all right? You guys are really unique. There's definitely something that you can actually offer to the world out there. So don't dim your light, because you're meant to shine. And again, always remember, don't compare yourself to others. All right? Other people's successes or how do they do things is different from you. Okay? Honor your own uniqueness. Embrace yourself. That's why I got the acceptance card. See? You are blessed. You are blessed, okay? So I feel that for group number 2, this is the main message really for you guys who chose this pile, to really, shift the way you perceive yourself. Don't look at yourself as this, or don't perceive yourself in a negative light, all right? Because you're worthy. That's what I'm hearing. You're important. You're valuable. And you're abundant, okay? But maybe there's a tendency for some of you to be looking at what you currently do not have right now, because there's something about lack energy for group number 2. So always remember that you're already blessed, okay? You're abundant. Yeah, moving on, see? And then you got 5 of Wands. So with the moving on, I feel this is still related to what I heard earlier, that maybe some of you are having a hard time moving on from the past, okay? Or letting go of any resentments, all right? So it's about time to let it go, all right? Because look at this Five of Wands, it's like this guy's holding on tightly on this shield. There's something about holding on so tightly on something. But then again, the more you hold on to something so tightly and you're afraid to let it go, the more chaos is appearing in your life, right? So there's something about being the flow as well for group number 2. And again, with the challenging times, I feel that number 1, some of you are also being viewed by your spiritual team as highly competitive. Okay. That's why I'm hearing, that very strong message from spirit in which they're saying, don't compare yourself. All right. It's okay to look at others' successes or to be jealous at times about how they're actually, achieving success in life, but not in a negative way. All right. Because, like what I said, we all feel jealousy. We're just human beings, but it's how we really, make use of it, all right, of those feelings. Like, we can be jealous of someone, but we can actually use that person or that experience as an inspiration instead, okay? So I'm really getting that for someone out there for group number 2, okay? Because, again, with the Five of Wands is also talking about someone who's very competitive, who loves challenges as well. But number 2, I'm also getting here somebody also needed to walk away from any dramas or any conflict. That's also part of the advice from your spiritual team. Okay, you got the patience card. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I just said earlier. Be patient with yourself. Whoa. Then he got the devil card, temptation. And firm foundation, which is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So here's what I'm hearing. Group number 2. Some of you may have the tendency to hold on to something so tightly, right? Remember, Four of Pentacles is also a card that talks about resistance to changes. And remember, you got the Death card in reverse. Death is all about change as well, or transformation. So I feel that maybe your guides are reminding you that it's about time to let things go. Because again, you got the Devil card. Devil card is also talking about restriction. All right. There's something about forcing things or holding on to some things so tightly. And so the advice for some of you as early as now is just surrender, let it go. Don't hold on to it. Okay. Like what I said, the more you actually force things, the more that you actually hold on to something so tightly, notice that more chaos is appearing. Okay. And I kind of heard, this philosophy. It's Wu Wei, non-action. All right. The beauty and the art of non-action. Not to say that you need to be passive. Okay. But you have to learn how to be in the flow. All right. To surrender by being in the flow, by trusting that everything is going to be growing naturally, just like this flower over here, or to allow things to unfold naturally. Okay. And that's why the advice is to be patient. For some of you, I'm also hearing that, again, there's something about security, because I'm drawn to this triangle image on this person's spine, which is, for me, it's base chakra. So there's really something about security. Either your guides are reminding you to be confident, all right, to feel more secure within yourself, and at the same time, to be gentle and patient with yourself as well. Others of you are very, very hardworking. That's also what I'm getting. And you need to take a breather. That's why I got the breathe card. I'm carrying that right now. Your guides are saying it's nice. It's really good that you are very hardworking because of you're very goal oriented. You have a lot of ambitions in life, but make sure that you also incorporate balance, okay, into your life by taking a breather. Don't be so hard on yourself. Also, be patient again with yourself. Okay. Let's see what else. Flexibility and openness. And look at that. We have the constellation over here. Some of you are astrologers. Again, highly intuitive people who chose group number 2. And then, yeah, kinship, teamwork, connection, sharing, supporting. Okay. So, what I'm actually hearing based on these three cards, there's really something about patience, all right? For some of you, it's an advice because I'm hearing a lot of messages for group number two. In fact, there's a lot of advice already, and I was like, okay. But I'm getting here that some of you are actually naturally patient people. And this is something I said as well earlier, especially when it comes to your goals in life, all right? You don't skip steps, all right? Or you really try, yeah, to do things, in a way that it may be slow, it may be, not as fast as how people or other people does it, but it's really stable, okay? Because you're naturally patient. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I'm drawn to this tiger. Tiger represents patience, by the way, okay? And you got the patience keyword too. For some of you guys, I'm actually, getting a message that how your spiritual team sees you. You guys are actually really warm people, like what I said. People likes to be around you. There's something about dependability. So maybe a lot of people depend on you. I'm also hearing that. Or maybe your friends, all right, really likes to be around you. They know that you're somebody that they can actually lean on and open up to. I'm really getting that as well. You're a source of strength for these people. That's also what I'm picking up. Yeah, that's why I got the kinship card, which is all about connections, teamwork, sharing. And this is how your guide sees you. You're actually very generous as well, group number two. However, I'm actually hearing that because of this very warm, open, and engaging energy that you have, the bad side to it or the downside to it is that some people, like what I said, may actually take advantage of that. That's why I'm picking up. I won't be surprised if some of you are empaths, all right? And since you love helping people, again, you have this very, beautiful um, team player type of energy, all right, in which you really like to help and you can actually work with a lot of people, but just be mindful because that's what I'm hearing as well for group number two, that not everybody's somebody that you can actually fully trust, okay? Because you guys are just naturally generous. You love to share. You're also very much, connected to your feelings, all right? You're not afraid to be vulnerable, all right? So a lot of you guys who chose this pile, like what I said, you're deeply connected to your heart chakra or your feelings and emotions. But some of you, in terms of chakras, by the way, you need to work with root chakra as an additional advice. Okay, what else? The storyteller. All right. Let's pull up more. Fear, regret. Oh, I realize I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And then you got regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Let's start off with regret and the storyteller card over here. Because earlier, that was a message. Somebody watching this pile, your guides are viewing you as somebody who's having a hard time or struggling in letting go of the past. Okay? Which is similar to the regret card, right? When you regret on something, you keep on dwelling in the past. You keep on saying to yourself, I wish I haven't done this. I wish I could have done things differently. All right. And so your guides are basically reminding you that there's no point in dwelling in the past and going back to the past, hoping that you can actually do things differently. As much as you wanted to do that, there's no point because time is an irreversible arrow. All right. So no matter how much you wanted to change it, there's no point. All you can do is to learn from the situation, all right, and carry it with you as you move forward. Don't allow yourself to be stuck on the last chapter that you were on, just like this book, all right? With this blank page over here, this is your spiritual team's message for you, all right? Yes, you may have done something in the past that you may have regretted about, but that's over. That's done, all right? It is what it is. It's about time to move forward, all right? Move on to the next page and create something new, just like with this blank page over here, all right? For others of you, with this fear card, what I'm actually picking up earlier is that some of you are kind of like limiting yourself. You're hiding in the shadows, all right? Or you're trying to dim your own light, maybe because you're afraid. You're afraid that you can't do this or you can't become successful. I keep on hearing that as well. When in reality, all right, how your guides, your spiritual team sees you is that they're already viewing you as a very successful person, or that you do have the recipe to achieve success because you're brilliant. You're really smart. Group number 2. Some of you wanted to be, a writer. Even with a storyteller card over here, you guys are actually excellent writers, or maybe you're an aspiring writer, very creative people. But maybe there's also something about, you struggling in speaking your mind or speaking your truth. So maybe that's also what's holding you back in achieving your dreams, okay? I'm also hearing very strongly that for some of you out there, all right, I'm getting that, on top of you maybe wanted to achieve this goal of becoming an aspiring writer, or, there's something about writing, really. Your guides are also saying that, it's okay to make mistakes. That's what I'm hearing. It's okay to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that if you failed on something that your life ends there, or that you cannot become successful. And again, this is what I said before. The most successful people out there, all right, they have experienced failure multiple times, right? Somebody watching this group, I'm hearing that right now. Somebody watching this group is very frustrated with themselves because they work hard on something, but something didn't turn out right, because of their expectations weren't met, or you were hoping for something, but it didn't turn out the way you expected it to be. Okay. So let's just put it that way, in a very general way, because I'm hearing a very specific message. And so the guys are saying, if you're resonating with that, don't be afraid to make mistakes. All right. I keep on hearing that. We all make mistakes. And like what I said, the most successful people out there, they experienced failure multiple times before they became successful. So why should you be afraid? That's what your guides are saying, okay? Wow. All right, let's pull up another set of cards. Ascended Masters. Oh my gosh, yeah, because you got victim mentality, group number 2. Come on. Don't be so hard on yourself, group number 2, okay? My gosh. I mean, come on, look at that. How your guide sees you. Group number 2, you guys are really beautiful inside and out. You have the recipe for success. You guys are very unique. You're talented. You're brilliant. And you know me, I don't sugarcoat things, because that's what I'm hearing. All right? But here's what's happening to some of you. You're sulking in one corner of the room, all right? Feeling powerless. Just like with this guy over here. His hands are tied. He felt as if that he's stuck where he is, all right? So I feel this is a wake-up call for some of you to snap out of this consciousness of victim mentality. You're not a victim, okay? It's about time for you to either release the past, release anything that's holding you back as well, because maybe it's only you. It's only fear that's holding you back from achieving what you really wanted, to achieve in life, or what you really deserve, okay? Some of you have been, I'm hearing from Spirit, you've been allowing yourself to be stuck on the last chapter that you were on, all right? Because I'm drawn to the images of the books, and then there's an hourglass. So again, it's similar to the storyteller. Your guides are saying, it's about time to move to the next page, my dear, or to the next chapter. You're meant to grow. You're meant to expand. Don't allow yourself to be stuck on the last chapter. So somebody really needed to hear that. And again, with the image of the waterfall over here, again, there's really something about being in the flow, just like the waterfall. All right. So I'm really getting that very strong message for someone out there to incorporate patience, all right, in your situation right now. Okay, to be in the flow. I suddenly remembered Bruce Lee's philosophy, be like water, my friend. So yeah, I also got that for someone out there. And then yeah, I got the Ascendant Masters. So I feel that a lot of you guys, like what I said, are highly spiritual. So to see this spirit card or the Ascendant Masters, that's not a surprise. Some of you are also healers, okay? Or you really have a strong connection with spirit. And again, they're very proud of you, and they're really encouraging for you to rise above any current challenges that you're on right now or you're faced with right now, because you're not alone in this. You have Ascended Masters working with you, looking over you, watching over you, okay? So it's like they're saying, snap out of it, all right? Also, I keep on hearing, don't live in a life filled with regret. Just like this guy over here with a victim mentality. Somebody really needed to hear that, because don't waste your life. You have so much more to share to the world, or there's a lot of things it can offer. So yeah, don't sulk in one corner of the room. I'm picking up, it's for a guy watching. Yeah. And I'm even picking up you're a healer. Either you are an energy healer, divine healer as well, or a practitioner. Yeah. Okay. So make use of those gifts of healing, to empower more people. All right. You have a lot of skills. You have a lot of talents you can share to the world. So don't dim your light just because something came up, or just because there were some things that you have a lot of, yeah, regrets on. Okay. There is a saying, right? Regrets are only for fools. And you're not a fool, group number 2. You guys are really smart and wise people. Okay, yeah, you got vehicles car card. So somebody watching group number 2 is also struggling in, what should I do next? I'm torn. I'm lost. Which direction should I go or take? That's also what I'm getting. Okay. So again, your guys are saying you have the power to decide for yourself, but you just have to trust yourself. Trust your internal compass. Okay. And again, remember, your guides are also supporting you either by giving you some signs, leading you to the right path here. But yeah, there's something about some of you are having a hard time, or you're beginning to doubt. I'm hearing that. You're beginning to doubt even your own intuition or your own inner voice. And again, by trusting your inner voice, always remember that it would actually lead you to the right path. Okay? All right. So let's pull this up. Yeah, unhealthy behavior that must come to an end immediately. So some of you may have some unhealthy habits or behavior, whether it's overthinking, being hard on yourself, or any other unhealthy behavior that needs to be released. Okay? Because you got the devil card earlier, all right? I'll be very honest. Somebody watching this group has done black magic. Okay? I'll be very straightforward. You know me, guys? I give it to you straight. Somebody watching this pile has done dark magic or black magic on others. All right? And remember, that's not going to be good for you, even. All right? Don't allow yourself to be in the dark. All right? Remember that the universe, I don't want to use religion, but the universe, let's just put it that way, loves you so much. Did you know that even though you actually committed a sin, or you committed the darkest, crime, let's just say, but if God sees how you are really, sorry for what you've done, all right, and you are really willing to make some changes for yourself, and that you're really, wanting to do things differently, God will actually forgive you. God will actually not basically, yeah, just allow you to be staying there in the dark for way too long. Maybe whoever this is for has done dark magic, because I'm hearing that. This is weird. I don't really hear this, but somebody who is right now checking out this pile has done, either you've done it, or you're still doing it. Okay? And this is the unhealthy behavior that must come to an end. Because always remember that even though you may have allowed yourself to be tempted to do these things, the universe loves you so much. The universe forgives, okay? And it's not way too late. You're being bathed in light. So yeah, I don't know what's that for. My gosh, I wasn't expecting to hear that. Anyway, let's move on to the next. Honestly, my years of doing this pick a card reading, this is the first time I actually came across in which somebody watching this pile is doing black magic. Oh my gosh. Woo. Anyway, it says here someone distorting the truth, being a liar. Con man, fraud, deceit. Are you kidding me? Now, this is not good. This is exactly what I picked up earlier. All right, that's why I got the devil card. Not for all of you, but somebody who is checking out this pile all of a sudden. You may have been doing some unhealthy behavior. All right, that must come to an end. Because again, you got that unhealthy behavior that must come to an end immediately. Then you got someone who's always lying, someone distorting the truth. And then you got fraud card, you got deceit. So there's really something about lying. There's actually something about deception. No wonder you got the devil card, all right? And no wonder I'm actually, getting a different sensation all of a sudden, even earlier, okay? But I wasn't just paying attention to it. But yeah, we all have a chance to do things differently, okay? So it's entirely up to you whether you're okay with allowing yourself to do things differently, changing for the better. Because again, at the end of the day, this is actually for your highest good anyway. All right. Everybody makes mistakes and it's not too late. All right. To do things differently, to do good. So I don't know what's this for because I'm really hearing that somebody watching this pile is either still doing it and your guides are saying it must come to an end. All right. Don't do it anymore. It's not going to be good, not only for the people around you that you may have hurt, but most of all, it's not going to be good for yourself. Okay. So again, the universe loves you so much, even though you may have committed, a really not so good thing towards yourself and towards others. The universe forgives. Okay. And you must also learn how to forgive yourself. I'll leave you with that. Whoever this is for, because somebody's coming through. I can't make that up. There's a lot of cards that are negative, in which it says liar, deception, or somebody who's deceptive. But again, we're not here to judge entirely, because again, even the universe, for God, is not teaching us to promote hate to others. All right. All right. Anyway, it says here, being treated as special or elite. So maybe this is also how your guides are seeing you. You really wanted to be valuable. And again, they're saying you're already valuable. You're already important. Okay. Don't look for validation from other people. Now my legs are hurting. And then, oh my gosh, bingo. You got here being held hostage to the past. What did I tell you guys? Because that's what I heard for group number 2. All right. It's hard for you guys to move on from the past. Don't be a hostage to the past. Don't be trapped in the past, which is similar to this victim mentality. Okay. You have the power to create something new. Move on from the past. Don't waste your time dwelling in the past, because there's far more things you can actually achieve in life, only if you allow yourself to. Okay? And then you got finding the wrong partner, not your Prince Charming. So for some of you guys, maybe you thought that person that you fell in love with is your Prince Charming. Okay? only to find out that this person is not your Prince Charming. But it's so hard for you because of you've invested a lot for this person, and it's hard for you to move on from the past as well. So same energy, all right? Same energy, regardless of whatever scenario you guys are resonating with. I was just surprised to see the cards earlier and the message I heard in which, yeah, Spirit is actually saying somebody checking out this file has been doing dark magic. So, yeah, that was really mind blowing. I wasn't expecting that. But again, if you're still here, know that change only starts with you. All right? It starts with you. And you do have the power to change yourself for the better. All right? Choose what is right. Again, we all have light and dark inside of us. All right? Nobody's perfect. I am not perfect. All right? Nobody is perfect. We all have light and dark inside of us. But whatever it is that we are acting upon all the time dictates who you truly are. Always remember that. So it's up to you. You have free will to do good or to do bad. And just prepare for the consequences. All right? Okay. Because the guide is really, really chatty. Anyway, let's just move on. Okay. So, speaking of which, let me just put this aside. I can't believe that. Well, in my years of doing pick a cards. Anywho. And even my leg is hurting all of a sudden. So anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to be pulling up some random advice and messages for you. I'll be pulling up a total of, probably six cards, and then we'll just pull up some oracle stones. Message for group number 2, please. I am a visionary. Okay, number 12. So maybe you've been seeing number 12 all the time. Okay. And yeah, it says here, creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. Wow, see, you guys are highly creative people. Very ambitious. Strong innovators as well. Okay. What else? Any other message for group number 2? And again, this is how your guide sees you, right? Hummingbird, and it says lightness. It is time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Joy is just around the corner, but you have to believe that it is possible to manifest your visions. Stop waiting and doubting. You saw me shuffle. You got I am a visionary. And it says here, you have to believe that it's possible to manifest your visions. Stop waiting and doubting. See, I even heard the word doubt earlier. Some of you have been doubting yourself. Always thinking of yourself in a negative way or negative light. Don't, all right? Because the way your guide sees you, like what I said, you guys are really smart, talented, creative, okay? So yeah, it's about time, group number 2, for you to pursue your dreams with steely determination because you're meant to shine. I tell you that, okay? So believe in yourself. There's really something about that. No wonder when I saw the firm foundation card and there's a triangle image on the spine of the guy, that's the root chakra. So there's really something about security, all right? For others of you, you may want to work with your solar plexus chakra, not just the root chakra as well, for confidence or for you to as well realize your, or to awaken your true potential, your inner power. Okay, what else? Any other message for group number 2? You got, don't hold back now. You need this. See, a lot of holding back energy for group number 2. And that's exactly what we just talked about earlier, right? And it's because of fear. That's what's holding you back, group number 2. It's fear. So don't hold back. That's what your guys are saying. Keep moving forward. Put your focus on pursuing your dreams and manifestation. Any other message for group number 2, please? Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. See, I told you, group number 2, your guides are so straightforward. I noticed that. Some of you guys are being scolded, to be quite honest. And I was like, hold up. And there's so many messages, coming through. And I was like, okay, wait. There's a lot of messages coming through. And yeah, because they're dead serious as well. And that's because, of course, they love you. All right. They wanted the best for you, group number 2. Okay. But yeah, you need to be gentle with yourself. And remember earlier, I was actually just talking about how you need to be in the flow. All right. Don't fight against the tide, it says here. So it's the same message, right? Be in the flow. Notice that if you actually force some things, because that's also what it says here. Fighting against the tide means you force some things. It will only lead to chaos, all right? So again, that's their message for you. I love how everything is matching here. You have to learn how to ride the waves of life, okay? So if you're faced with difficult times right now, just like what it says here, learn how to fight against, or learn how to ride the waves instead of fighting, the tides. Don't do that to yourself. That's what your guys are saying. Ooh, don't deplete your energy too, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, what else? Let's try this one. Any other message for group number 2, please? Take a moment, it says here. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Maybe that's why you got the patience card, group number 2. So somebody needed to hear that message, all right? Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're just about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Somebody needed to hear that. That's why I wanted to pull up so many cards, because obviously not everything is going to resonate with you all, because this is a general reading. Let's get one last card here. Ooh, what is this? Do not discount your imagination, for it has great power. Amazing things will unfold for you if you pay attention to your imagination. Respect and honor it, for just below the surface of the seemingly real world, there exists a dreamlike world full of imagination. What you imagine is not fiction. Very often, it can be the beginning of a wonderful new creation. See, you guys are highly, imaginative people, very creative. I'm getting a very strong Pisces energy. Yeah, Pisces, Virgo. I'm also hearing Aquarius. Yeah. And Leo, too. I'm hearing that. Sag as well. Okay. Anyway, those are your messages. But before we wrap things up, let me just get an oracle stone for you. Yeah, I'm getting nasally. That is a sign that somebody watching this pile, is afflicted. No wonder. Alrighty. Okay. There you go. Here are your oracle stones. Harmony. Flexibility. Crazy. You got the flexibility card earlier. Yeah, where was that? Let me just go back to it real quick. Because, I believe we got the flexibility card, if I'm not mistaken. Where was that card? There you go. Right? And it says flexibility. I can't make that up. And now you got the flexibility oracle stone as well. Very nice. Next, you got freedom. Okay. Then you got purpose. All right. So here's what I'm hearing with all of these oracle stones. With a harmony, some of you, it is how your guides view you. All right. You're very peace loving. You're very compassionate because I'm getting mixture of energies for group number 2. All right. So only take what applies. Some of you are even empaths, you know, very kind, very generous, very compassionate. Okay. But for others of you with this Harmony Oracle Stone, this is their message for you to be at peace with yourself. Okay. Be at peace with yourself. Peace can be achieved as well from within. Most especially for those who are resonating with, you have the tendency to be impatient or you have the tendency to be controlling things because we've seen that message earlier. Instead of fighting against the tide, you know, just be in the flow. All right. Because again, always remember, by being way too anxious, by forcing things, it will only give you a lot of anxiety, which means that you don't feel at peace with yourself. All right. And that's why I got the root chakra as well earlier, or at least, you know, that's related to root chakra. And when your root chakra is blocked, it's hard for you to stay in the moment, all right, to be in the present. So somebody also needed to hear that. Be at peace, all right? Flexibility. Again, flexibility is for me, either it's describing some of you, this is how your guides view you. You're very flexible, you're very open, all right? You're not fixed. But maybe this can also be an advice for some of you to learn how to be flexible, which is similar again to this message, all right? Instead of being fixated on something, instead of being fixed on something, learn how to be flexible, all right? And then freedom, well, with the freedom, either you are freedom loving, because I'm seeing that as well for some of you, highly independent, freedom loving, or a free spirit. But again, it can be still an advice for someone out there, either to break free from something. Earlier, there was a very powerful, strong message in which somebody watching this file has been doing some unhealthy behavior that needs to be put to a stop. All right. Especially for whoever that is who's been doing, you know, yeah, something really dark, okay, or unhealthy behavior such as distorting the truth, all right, lying, deception. That's not good, okay? So your guides are really saying it's about time for you to break free from that unhealthy habit, whoever that is for, or break free from other unhealthy, you know, habit that is not for your highest good, and to allow yourself to move forward as well, all right, to be at peace with yourself by moving forward, all right? Instead of allowing yourself to be stuck over the past. Plus, with the purpose, you have a purpose, group number 2. This is what your guides wanted to remind you. You are special, you're unique, you're talented, all right? You exactly know what to do. I'm also hearing that. Some of you are confused about what is my life purpose, all right? I don't know where is my place. I'm hearing that too, okay? Trust yourself. Put your focus as well on what excites you. You guys are highly imaginative and really, you know, creative people. But then again, with the purpose card, this is your guides reminding you of your true purpose. To make sure, especially for group number 2, I noticed there's a lot of highly spiritual people who chose this pile, a lot of healers, a lot of psychics, yeah, tarot readers as well, even. Okay, make sure that you put your focus on why do you have these gifts? What is the purpose of my gift? Okay, don't forget about the purpose of your gift. And especially that your gift had something to do with sharing your light towards with others or towards others or being of help to others. That's why you came here on this earth as well. And so it's your guides reminding you of your true purpose. Okay, group number 2, that's all I have for you. I'll see you again next week. Love and light. So if you chose Opalite, then this is your reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 3. Let's see how your spiritual guides or your team sees you, or what do they think of you? Emperor in reverse. Empress. Wow. Five of Coins. Cards are flying out. What is this? Two of Wands. Seven of Swords. And you have Six of Wands. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Coins. So we have Earth signs here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, especially Taurus. Then we also have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially Aries. We also have here Swords, especially Libra. Okay, so how your spiritual team or your guide sees you is this. Some of you, whether you are actually male or female, okay, watching this pile or this group, you have a strong feminine energy, okay? You're more in touch with your feminine energy because I'm drawn to the Emperor in reverse, and then you got the Empress over here. So I feel this is also describing that some of you, especially if you're a guy watching this, you're more of like embracing the feminine energy, okay? Number two, what I'm also hearing is that how your guides or your spiritual team sees you right now, or what do they think of you, is that you are a person who can actually achieve success in life with the Six of Wands, okay, which is all about victory, success. But there's something about lack with the Five of Coins. So maybe you are kind of like not seeing yourself living a good life right now, or you're not satisfied with how things are in your life right now. Whether this lack is coming from lack of money or in other things that you feel is something missing, okay? And I feel that your guides are hoping that you're going to be replacing that or shifting those thoughts or those consciousness, okay? That's what I'm getting. Another thing that I'm also picking up here is that with the Two of Wands, this is how your guide sees you. You guys are visionary as well, or you have a lot of ambitions or plans in life. But unfortunately, some of you are kind of like doubting yourself, or you have a lot of plans. You have a lot of ideas in your mind, but it's hard for you to kind of like take action on it or to, to implement those ideas that you have in your mind into action. And that's why the Emperor is actually in reverse, because the Emperor in the upright is talking about, a person who's a go-getter, all right, who really takes the lead, who takes charge of a situation. So there's something about maybe some of you are limiting yourself, just like with the Seven of Swords card over here, all right? She is kind of like feeling as if that she's stuck where she is, all right? Or she doesn't know what to do, which is similar to the Eight of Swords. And so your guides are actually saying, all right, that is not true. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. You're not lacking in something. You are actually abundant. Okay? So I feel this is a reminder for some of you to shift the way you actually perceive yourself or how you see yourself. Don't look at yourself as if that you're not worthy, you're not successful, that there's something wrong with you, there's something missing, all right? You are perfect just the way you are, just like the song, okay? And yeah, with the Empress, this is also how your guide sees you. They actually see you as somebody who's very creative as well, very abundant. Again, there's something about that. Very generous and kind and compassionate and nurturing too. Yeah, very beautiful. But then another reminder for group number 3 is that pay attention as well to your associations, okay? Somebody needed to hear that because of your kindness, because of how loving you are. You may have the tendency to attract people who take so much from you with the Seven of Swords, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So anyway, let's move on to the next set of cards now. How your guide sees you or what your spiritual team thinks of you, group number 3. Four of Cups. Liberty. Okay. Discernment. Very straightforward based on these three cards. First message that I actually heard from your spiritual team is this. Some of you are feeling lost, all right? You're feeling as if that you don't know what to do now with your life, all right? That you've reached the dead end, or it's hard for you to decide even. And so your guides are reminding you that you do have the power to choose, all right? You just have to trust your own decisions or your own discernment. That's really what I'm getting here, all right? There's something about the need for you to shift how you see yourself. Look at this guy. He's looking at himself in the mirror, all right? So I feel that for group number 3, there is a message, a strong message for you guys to shift your consciousness or shift how you view yourself or your situation, okay? Don't look at yourself either in a small way or don't look at yourself as if you're trapped, that you are powerless as well, because I'm actually getting that as well for group number 3. You're not. This is not how your guide sees you, all right? They wanted to remind you of your true power to free yourself from anything that is actually not making you happy anymore, all right? Because again, Four of Cups is talking about somebody who's not satisfied with how things are, or they're actually not happy with how things are, they're bored and all that. And so your guides are actually saying that you do have the power to do what's right for you. That's why I got the discernment card, all right? So it can also be an advice for some of you to remind you of your true power to make a decision for yourself or to do what's best for you as well, okay? Because they know that you do have that power of making a decision for yourself and the power to free yourself from anything that is not making you happy, anything that is not fulfilling you. That's really what I'm getting. All right, what else? Ooh, okay. Intention. Details. Okay. Then you have blessed. And then you got spontaneous. Well, this one is self-explanatory, all right? Or this can still be an advice, by the way. Either some of you are very spontaneous, but it can also be the advice, because I noticed that as well for group number 3, in which your guides, if you notice, are encouraging for you to replace the way you see yourself and your situation, okay? Because some of you, or majority of you, are in the lack energy. And now we got the blessed card. So they're reminding you that, hey, don't put your focus on what you don't have right now, or you feel as if that your life sucks. Because again, you have the Four of Cups. Somebody's unhappy with their situation, right? Look for the blessing, or look for the things that you can still be grateful about, is what they're actually also saying right now for you. Plus, I'm drawn to the intention and the details card. I feel for group number 3, you guys are more logical or rational, all right? Group number 2 is more emotional. But for group number 3, I feel that you guys really, listen to your logical mind more than your feelings. Just like with this discernment card, look at that, right? So this person's having a hard time trusting her feelings, okay, which makes her visions clouded. So I feel that some of you are, again, taking things or deciding on things based upon your logical mind, which is okay. But maybe, this is a time for you as well to create balance, all right? To make sure as well that you follow your heart, you trust your own intuition too, okay? I feel as well that with this intention card, number 1, You guys are very smart. Look at that with this, owl over here. This is how your guides view you. You're smart. You have a lot of experience. You're actually very knowledgeable as well. And then you got details. So again, there's really something about you being observant, all right? You really pay attention to the smallest details, just like with this magnifying glass over here, and it says clarity, all right? So you're very detail oriented, very observant, very Virgo. Yeah, I'm getting a Virgo energy as well for some of you, okay? And yeah, with the spontaneous, I feel this can still be an advice for some of you to be spontaneous, okay? And to have fun. I keep on hearing that. Plus, I'm picking up as well that with this blessed card, this is also what your guys wanted to say, that you're never alone, all right? I keep on hearing that. Some of you probably felt as if that you're doing things on your own, you're helpless, or you're feeling as if that, yeah, you're all by yourself. You're not, okay? Because even your spiritual team, they're with you, and that they're actually, surrounding you, giving you a lot of support and care, all right? And this is part of the things that you need to be grateful about as well, because group number 3, you are blessed. If I said group number 2, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, group number 3, you're blessed, okay? So let's move on to the next set of cards now. How your spiritual team sees you. Or what do they think of you, group number 3? Yeah, garden and the gate. Okay. Well, this is exactly what I just said earlier, if we can still remember, especially when I saw the Emperor in reverse. Okay. Because what Spirit is actually saying for some of you out there, you guys have a lot of ideas. You guys are really, abundant in terms of not just talking about finances, but your ideas, right? You have a lot of talents, you're very skilled, but what's holding you back, it's probably because of you don't trust yourself or you have a lot of doubts. Because I'm hearing the word doubt by looking at this discernment card, all right? So yeah, your guys are saying trust yourself and don't limit yourself as well. There's something about the need to step outside of your comfort zone, which explains why the Emperor card is in reverse. Because again, Emperor is somebody who's very courageous, somebody who's actually brave and bold enough to do something, to initiate something, or to take action on something, all right? Which is the opposite of this Garden and the Gate card, because it shows a young woman who's afraid to step outside of that gate, all right? And usually it's because of, for some of you, like what I said, you're probably doubting yourself that you can't do it, or that you may fail, or you might fail rather. Others of you, it's the fear of making a mistake. I'm also hearing that maybe you're making the wrong decision here, all right? And if you're resonating with that, your guides are saying they see you as somebody who can actually decide for themselves, all right? So it's the opposite. If you're saying to yourself, I can't make up my mind, I can't decide, all right, that's not true. Because the way your guides, your spiritual team sees you, it's the opposite. They see you as somebody who is also blessed with a very powerful intuition, and you just really have to make use of it. You just have to trust yourself, your inner voice, okay? And to be courageous enough as well to take a leap of faith or to step outside of your comfort zone so you can actually grow. Because again, even with this glass jar over here, it's like you're limiting yourself. I'm hearing that too. It's like you're putting yourself in a small space, but you're actually meant to grow. That's why I got the spontaneous card, okay? Okay, what is this? Blessed. Are you freaking kidding me? You got the blessed or blessed keyword twice. I can't make that up. You saw me shuffle as always. And what are the chances? What are the chances? Each deck, it has 70 cards, 55, Wow. So this is how your guides view you. You're blessed. However, I'm really, finding it quite interesting because on the first set of cards that we pulled up, they're actually showing me that you guys are really putting your focus more on what's lacking in you. All right. Replace that and always believe and tell yourself that you're already blessed, that you're abundant, okay? Yeah. And then you got time to go. I'm actually hearing a very strong message when I saw that time to go. Somebody's afraid really to take a leap of faith on something. Somebody's afraid to take some form like action, or yeah, maybe you already have an idea of what to do, but you're just kind of like holding yourself back. Should I leave? Should I go? Just like with this young girl over here, she's not sure. She wanted to get out of that gate, but she's like, okay, maybe I should just stay here. All right. There's something about that for someone out there. So again, your guys are saying trust your internal compass, trust your inner voice. You know what's best for you. And then it got find balance. Yeah, I feel this is actually what is going on with some of you. You're weighing things carefully, all right? But this can also just talk about how your approach is when you're faced with some important decision. Maybe you really just don't rush into something, all right? You don't make hasty decisions. In other words, you really try to weigh things carefully first before taking action, all right? So that's another message. Some of you are actually feeling overwhelmed, okay? And maybe that's why I got the lack card, which is the 5 of coins or 5 of pentacles. Maybe because some of you are so super busy. I'm hearing that right now. And you're like feeling overwhelmed. You're having a hard time managing everything because there's so many things that you should be doing, I'm hearing. Yeah, so there's something about the need to work on time management even, okay? I'm getting that for someone out there. Because maybe you've been juggling. With the 2 of pentacles, you've been juggling a lot, all right? Let's see, what else? Are you freaking kidding me? Blessings. Gosh, what the freak? You got blessed card twice. Now you got blessings. Oh my gosh. And then power, right? See? You guys are really powerful individuals. Believe in your power. Group number 3. Okay? Don't see yourself as if that you're hopeless or you're stuck where you are. You're just allowing yourself to be stuck, okay? It's like the 8 of swords. It's only your thoughts that's keeping you trapped right now. Okay? Believe in your power to create some changes for your life. If you don't like where you are, because again, obviously, for group number 3, this is most probably the current energy for you guys in which you're not satisfied with how things are in your life. Then ask yourself, what can I actually do? All right. What can I actually do to do something inspiring, to do something that would replace this 4 of cups energy or this 4 of cups state that I'm in? Okay. Because again, your guides are reminding you of your true power to create changes or to make, positive changes as well. All right. Which is obviously within your control. But then again, with the blessings card, this is how your guide sees you. You're actually really blessed with so many things, whether it's skill, whether it's talent, experience. All right. But if you're resonating with, you're looking at yourself the opposite way, then yeah, that's why I told you guys at the very start of this reading, the way you perceive yourself may be shockingly different from how you perceive your situation right now or yourself. Okay. So yeah, anyway, let's see what else. The royal you. This is how your guide sees you. All right. That you're very respectable. You're very honorable, just like with the royal or like a queen, right? And yeah, you got the emperor card earlier. So yeah, number one, some of you are also being viewed by your guides as somebody who's very sophisticated. I don't know, I heard that very strongly. You have this certain, grace. Yeah, I'm really picking that up. Grace, the way you carry yourself. And for others of you, this is again a reminder, all right, how important you are, how amazing you are, how valuable you are, all right, and that you really deserve a lot of blessings. But what's blocking the blessings from coming through is actually what I'm hearing right now. Either number one, for some of you, because you're still stuck in the past, you're not allowing yourself to grow. So, in order for you to receive more blessings, you have to be open to try out new things or to explore. All right. Try out new experiences. Don't stay where you are. Otherwise, you'll be stuck where you are. Okay. So, if you've been wondering why are you not happy? Why am I not feeling good about how things are in my life? Because there's something that the situation is telling you. All right. Remember, even feelings or emotions are messengers. All right. They're telling us something. And maybe for some of you guys, this is a wake up call or a snap from your spiritual team saying that if you don't like your situation, then maybe it's about time for you to explore, try out new things, all right? And to be courageous enough to step outside of your comfort zone. Because obviously, somebody needed to hear that for group number 3, in which you're not happy with how things are right now in your life. But then again, it's a reminder from your spiritual team that, well, you do have the power to make a decision, right? If you don't like where you are, then what can you actually do? Don't say to yourself that you're powerless. Don't say to yourself that I'm stuck here. I can't do anything. That's it. You're limiting yourself already, which is again similar to that Garden in the Gate card, where it's also talking about limiting your potential, limiting yourself from achieving something far more better in life. Okay. So yeah, that's number 1. That's how you can actually achieve more blessings or to receive more blessings in life. Maybe it also requires some of you to take a leap of faith or to step outside of your comfort zone. Plus, in order for you to receive some blessings in your life as well, make sure that your thoughts are also very positive and that you think of yourself abundantly, right? Or you think abundant. So anyway, let's see what else. Protection. Yeah, armament, strengthen, boundaries, and aura. Okay, look at that. Warrior at the bottom of the deck. See, I told you guys are powerful. You guys are strong. Yes, your guides really, understand how things are in your life right now. Majority of you are going through a lot of, challenges, but they believe in your power. Okay, that you are a warrior who can overcome all of these struggles. All right. And yeah, with this protection, I'm also hearing that you're protecting you. All right. You are protected in your situation. Plus, there's a message not to give your power away to anyone because I'm hearing earlier that a lot of you guys are so kind, very, yeah, very welcoming, very giving. Yeah, you kind of like even try to put yourself last for some of you. And your guys are actually saying, be kind as well to yourself. All right. Look after your own needs and make sure that you also protect yourself from people who may actually take advantage of you. Because, yeah, that's what I actually heard when I saw the Empress as well as the 7 of Swords. You still remember that, group number 3, okay? So I feel for group number 3, because of your caring nature, your kindness, it may actually attract people who can actually suck up your energy. Maybe a lot of you chose this pile. Either you are an empath as well, or you may attract people who suck up your energy or energy vampires, right? So try to shield your energy, protect your energy from these type of people, okay? You can help, you can be kind, but don't do everything for them, all right? And this is one of the hardest things I've learned as an empath. I love to help people, but I notice the more I help people, a lot of them, they're kind of like, yeah, taking advantage of that. And it will come to a point in which they think that it's my job to do that for them, when it's coming out of sympathy or empathy, or it's coming rather from a place of compassion. All right. But when you always try to do good things for other people, all right, you share everything to them, right? They have the tendency, or some people may have the tendency to, yeah, take advantage of that, and would even require for you to continue doing it, all right? Or that you should be doing it as if it's actually your job. It's not, okay? And I've realized as an empath, all right, that that's not the way to help a person. All right. Because if you're always, especially for those who are resonating with this, in which you're always trying to help people, you love to give service or and all that because you're naturally kind and all that. Um, Sometimes you have to realize that maybe you're not helping this person anymore. You're enabling this person to depend. You're enabling this person to, yeah, suck up your energy, right? So, in other words, you're not helping the person after all. Okay. So, yeah, somebody needed to hear that message as well. All right. For some of you with this protection card, I'm also getting as well that some of you are also very guarded. I'm also getting that energy, maybe because of you experience a lot of toxicity as well in your life, or you may have dealt with toxic people. Because again, I'm getting a different message now. Some of you been there, done that. That's what I'm hearing. And so, yeah, um, maybe that's why you're more careful around connections or people. You need to protect your energy because of the things you've experienced in the past. And this is you standing in your power with a Royal You card, all right? You're standing in your power. You can still be kind and gentle and compassionate, but making sure that you create healthy boundaries with people. Okay. And this is how your guides view you. If you have done the work already and this is describing you now, your guides are saying, we're very proud of you. We're very proud of you that you've learned how to establish healthy boundaries now. Beautiful. I love that. Anyway, I feel like this is also one of my favorite pile. Group two's reading. Wow, it's heavy. Well, every group is my favorite, but yeah, it's just that some of the energies that I'm picking up for group number two is really heavy. Okay, got relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about some of you may have the tendency to attract people who take advantage of you. All right. Either you attract emotionally unavailable men or women. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. And maybe those experiences is helping you to realize that you need to stand in your power. You need to love yourself. All right. You need to be the Empress because you're actually the Empress. All right. For others of you, maybe you have a tendency, like what I said, to attract low vibrational people, toxic people, people who take advantage of you. And so maybe the situation is teaching you or has taught you to create healthy boundaries. Okay. Yeah, because you got letting go. Right. And look at that. Look at that image, you guys. We see her, this lady. This lady is about to go. All right. But the dogs are pulling her, all right, preventing her from leaving. So maybe some of you may have attracted people who's very clingy or who's actually very needy and possessive of you. I'm hearing manipulation or control. So maybe some of you may have dealt with those type of, people, all right? And again, this has taught you or it's teaching you to create boundaries, okay? Because you're free. Nobody should actually, tell you what you should be doing. You're a grown up, group number three, okay? You're a grown up and don't give your power away. I keep on hearing that for group number three. Another message that's coming through as well is that with the letting go, like what I said earlier, somebody watching this group is thinking of leaving something, whether it's a relationship that has reached a dead end or a job that doesn't make them happy anymore. Because again, there's a lot of cards around you feeling unhappy or not satisfied. You're bored, all right? But something is holding you back from pursuing what you know deep down is what you want. Okay, because there's a lot of holding back energy for group number three. You're afraid, like you wanted to go, you wanted to leave, but for some reason you're being held back by something. Okay, and that's how your guy sees you right now, or what do they think of you right now? Okay, what else? Ooh, you got patience and planning. You also got solitude. Some of you are Virgos, okay? And yeah, with the patience and planning, I feel that you guys are naturally patient, okay? But others of you, I'm hearing that maybe, you need to sit down, all right? Take a breather, plus analyze the situation carefully before you actually make a decision. That's also what I'm hearing with this patience and planning and solitude card. And also with this hermit card, this is also suggesting to me that you guys are also very, yeah, like what I said, very logical. I just said that earlier, right? That's why I picked up Virgo. And now you got the hermit card, which is Virgo. So yeah, a lot of you guys are very analytical, all right, very observant, and you really follow your logical mind than your heart or than your feelings, right? You guys are mentally strong as well. Plus, with this solitude card, I feel that a lot of you guys also likes to spend time by yourself. I'm hearing that you're highly independent. And I'm not going to be surprised if you're an empath, because I'm hearing that you get easily drained, um, not just because of the toxic people that you come across with, but maybe it's people in general. Like, for some reason, you can't breathe by spending so much time with people. And that's an empath problem. A lot of people, they don't understand that about me as an empath. They thought I'm weird. I used to think of myself in a bad light before, all right, because it's not something that I, I basically, I don't know what empath is during those times, all right, or those times I was not really aware about the empath and all that, and so I began to really hate myself even, or think of myself negatively, or that I'm weird, because people are going to say, or would usually say, wow, you have your own world, you keep yourself in a bubble, all right. And now when I actually discovered everything, it actually made perfect sense, all right, because empaths, we easily get drained, okay, by spending so much time with people, even though we love to help people, or we wanted to show our compassion to people. We would like to help other people out there, but sometimes, or most of the time, it drains us. So after, socializing with so many people out there, I feel that you guys get easily drained, especially for those who are resonating with you're an empath. And that's why you kind of like wanted to break free at times, like, leave me alone. I need to be by myself. I feel more at peace with myself. All right. It's like, yeah, the energies of other people really overwhelm some of you. Okay. So maybe that's why I love group number 3, because I'm picking up a very strong empath energy for group number 3 as well. Yeah, I'm getting that. Plus, with the solitude card as well, you guys are really, either highly spiritual. That's also what I'm hearing. You have a lot of knowledge with this woman over here holding this book. So maybe because of your experience or your knowledge, you can share a lot to other people out there. And that's how your guides view you. Okay, what else? Let's try this one. House, buildings. So maybe somebody's thinking of leaving their place, relocating, moving away, yeah, changing residences. Yeah, I'm getting that. Because somebody is thinking of physically moving, but is not sure whether is this a right move, or should I not. I'm getting that with this house and buildings. But this house and buildings card is also talking about somebody who's very much neat. Okay. Again, I'm getting a very strong Virgo energy. I love Virgos, by the way. I get along with a lot of Virgos. Virgos are very down to earth, very humble. Okay. Um, they're humanitarians as well. That's why a lot of people who are in the service, are actually Virgos. Either they're doctors as well, all right, lawyers. Um, yeah, always helping people. And again, with House and Buildings card, if you're a Virgo as well, because that's what it's also saying here, some of you are really, not to say you're OCD, but you guys are neat freaks, okay? You're really tidy. And that's nice, actually. Very tidy. You really wanted everything to be organized, all right? So maybe this is also what other people around you is sensing or is witnessing about you. And even your guides, they're actually really like that you keep your stuffs organized, everything organized, even your plans, all right? You're well organized. Okay, what else? I love this. Hmm. All right, I'm thinking of what other cards should I actually pull. Yeah, I've pulled up almost everything. So yeah, I feel that we should start off with this. And then after this, we're going to be pulling up some random messages from your guides. All right. Plus some oracle stones. Okay, what else? Ooh, yeah, I knew it. Some of you, you have the tendency, group number 3, to attract people who depends on you so much. That's what your guides, are saying, or how they see you, because you're very generous. You're compassionate, all right? I keep on hearing some of you, you also try to give benefit of the doubt, even though there are already, a lot of red flags. It's like, okay, all right, you just let it slide. But make sure that you create healthy boundaries, because it's going to be backbiting, or it's going to be harmful for you, or it's not going to be good for you, in other words. All right. So some of you may have the tendency to attract parasites, meaning people who sucks up your energy, um, always getting something from you. Okay. Free food, housing, whatever. Okay. What else? Maybe that's why I got the house. All right. Ooh, okay. So I'm hearing very strongly, based on this card that you got, some of you, you really needed to close out some patterns, especially for those who are resonating with. You tend to attract the same type of relationship, because it's definitely telling you something. Your guides are hoping that you're finally, realizing it now. All right. Like, haven't you noticed they kept on appearing in your life, or the patterns kept on repeating, because that's something that you really needed to break free from. So whether it's you attracting, um, let's just say, low vibrational people, all right, or attracting people who are emotionally unavailable, all right, or people cannot commit, let's just say. So there's something about cycles or patterns that needs to be closed out. Oh my gosh, yeah. So some of you, I'm actually getting here that you may feel as if that no matter how much you work on something, or you do something, you felt as if that you're not being appreciated, okay? And it's making you feel disappointed with yourself as well. Or you have this, frustration that people around you is not appreciating for what you're actually bringing to the table, okay? So yeah, now your guides are actually saying that's not true. All right. You are appreciated. You are valuable. You are actually worthy. But I'm also hearing that people that you've been giving all of your time, energy to, they're beginning now to take you for granted, because this is exactly what I was just talking about earlier. And it's also based on my personal experience, in which you love to help, you like to be kind to others, until those people, or that person that you've been helping, is suddenly just going to be thinking of it as, oh, it's your job now. All right. Since you've done all these things for me, it's your job now to be here. It's your job now to, yeah, serve me or do those things for me. When you're only just doing it because you care for them. All right. Or it's coming from, like what I said, coming from a place of empathy, sympathy, or kindness. But some people, they would take advantage of that, and they would even force you to be doing it because of you've already done it anyway. All right. So there's something about that for group number 3. So be mindful about that. Maybe this is also part of the repeating pattern that you guys need to look into. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm actually hearing as well that for some of you guys, you're open to, yeah, I noticed for group number 3, you guys are more flexible people, all right? You're not fixed. You're actually open to changing some things, okay? That's another message that's coming through. But some of you also needed to realize your power, again, with this card. Because for group number 3, you have the tendency to give away your power to people. Or at least this is how your guide sees you. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. All right. So some of you may have changed something that is not good in the past, which is good. Like what I said, for instance, in the past, you, I can't come up with a great example here. Yeah, let's come up with an unhealthy, trait. Let's just say, let's just say you're lazy, okay? Let's just say in the past you're lazy and all that, but you're the type of person who's willing to change things that are going to be good for you anyway in the long run. All right. If you feel that this is not going to help you, or if you actually feel that this is going to be a blockage to your growth, you're okay with, making some changes or adjustments. That's the point. All right. Of spirit. That's how spirit sees some of you. Okay. Some people may have judged you as well. All right. That's also what I'm hearing. Yeah. Some of you may have been judged by other people. Let's just say they may have judged you as somebody who's actually harsh or cold, or you're not friendly, or you're this and that. Okay. That's also what I'm picking up. And again, I'm still getting that a lot of you, group number 3, may have attracted people who are actually, yeah, either taking advantage of you or very dependent. I feel group number 3, guys, with the solitude card over here, this is a strong sign that you are highly independent, which is a great, great thing. Okay. That's part of your strength. However, I'm getting that because of how independent you are and that you love helping people as well, that you feel needs to be helped, sometimes it's enabling them to depend on you too much. So just make sure you do things in balance. That's why I got the Find Balance card, all right? Because like what I said, maybe you're not helping them anymore. You're enabling them to depend on you, okay? So now let's pull up some messages, and I'll pull up 6 because this is a general reading. So yeah, message for group number 3, please, Spirit. Ooh, okay. Number 2 or 11. Okay. So 11, not 2. Here my guides are saying, not 2. Okay. It's 11. All right. It says, I am intuitive. So you guys are highly intuitive. This is actually how your guide sees you as well. You have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. See, what did I say earlier? You still remember the discernment card. Some of you are lost. Some of you are not sure, what should I be doing? Okay, you feel as if that you've lost your way, you've reached a dead end, and your guides are reminding you, hey, that's not true. You are highly intuitive. Trust your intuition. Okay? Because again, I'm picking up for group number 3, you're more logical. And remember, intuition is based off from emotions. All right. So maybe this is a time for you as well to tap into your intuition, to trust your intuition. Okay. Because everybody is blessed with the gift of intuition. It's just that not everybody is making use of it, because I'm getting doubt. All right. So some of you are doubting your intuition. So yeah, some of you are great guides and supporters. Again, very empath. See? All right. What else? Let's pull this up. Any other message for group number 3? Okay, it says eagle vision. Wow. Eagles are also very, yeah, they're actually really strong leaders. So I feel this is how your guide sees you. You're really independent. You can do things on your own, not to say you don't need other people. That's why I got the solitude card. But yeah, it says here, it is time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you. See, I told you. Are you freaking kidding me? I love the synchronicity. Because again, you guys are very logical, but this is a time for you to trust your intuition, to follow your heart, group number 3. Okay? Because it says here, allow your heart to guide you, and opportunities you never dreamed were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness, okay? Trust your visions, trust your intuition, because again, I'm getting here for group number 3 that you're doubting your feelings or your intuition, okay? Because you're more logical than emotional. But again, everything should be balanced. There should be a perfect balance, although it's really hard, but there's a perfect balance, or there should be a perfect balance between the logical mind and the heart. All right, what else? Message for group number 3 from their spiritual team. Okay, what is this? Resilience is one of the strongest qualities you have. See? What the freak? Wow. It has gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, and it will continue to do so. Lean on that inner tower of strength anytime that you need it. You've got this. See, you guys are very resilient. You're an eagle, and eagles are powerful animals or birds. An eagle actually even, doesn't hide from the storm, right? Other birds will actually hide from the storm, finding a place to hide, and the eagle does things differently. The eagle actually tries to rise above the storm, and this is who you are, group number 3, okay? You're very resilient. You guys are very, very powerful. Well, I love this. What else? Any other message for group number 3? Okay, what is this? Not everyone is out to get you. Somebody's paranoid for group number 3. Okay, because this card is talking about you worrying too much. So there's somebody watching this pile in which you're overthinking, or you're worrying so much, or unnecessary worries. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so yeah, because it says here, not everyone's out to get you. So somebody needed to hear that. Maybe you have been feeling paranoid that someone or almost everybody's out to get you. Okay, don't, right? And which is weird because Virgos are also very, yeah, they love to worry, honestly. If you take a look at Virgos, yeah, they're even known as the worry wart of the zodiac. So yeah, we'll be surprised if some of you are Virgos. Anyway, let's see what else. Let's try this message. Oops. Any other message for group number 3? And I'm also hearing Aquarius and Libra for some of you. Synchronicity. Yeah, let's read it. It says here, are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So maybe you've been actually seeing a lot of synchronicities recently or lately, whether it's repeating numbers or symbols, right? Or objects, all right? So pay attention to that. It's their way of connecting with you, group number 3. So maybe it's also repeating numbers, all right? Can be 1111 for some of you. What are your repeating numbers? So yeah, I'm seeing here 1. Well, you got 11. So maybe some of you have been seeing 1111 all the time. 222 as well, it says here. Wow, yeah. Because even in your cards, there's a lot of repeating numbers. What else? Let's take a look. Hold up. Number 82. 8, number 2, 222, 1111. Okay, what else? 9. Okay, another 222. What the freak? Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that. Number 1 again. Number 2 again. Are you kidding me? And number 7. So I noticed there's a lot of repeating numbers now for group number 3. So the first one, it's actually 1111. So some of you may be seeing that very quite often. What else? 222. You also got 7, number 8. So either 888, 777. Yeah, those are your repeating numbers. Because, yeah, you got the synchronicity card. That's a sign that your spiritual team is reaching out to you. It's definitely, saying something, or it's delivering a message for you. Okay? Let's get one last message before you pull up some oracle stones. Okay, what is this? Very beautiful. Look at that artwork. Tony Carmine Salerno. I really love that. Okay, anyway, it says here, something will be revealed in a dream or through someone you trust. The information sheds light on something that has remained hidden from you for some time. Suddenly, the missing piece of the puzzle appears and you're able to see the bigger picture. Oh my gosh, group number 3, pay attention to that, okay? Somebody needed to hear that. Pay attention to the signs, all right? Because your guides are really giving you a message, okay? For some of you, it might actually be in the form of a dream, or something will be revealed in your dream. If you can dream journal, if you can actually write it down, do that, okay? Oh my gosh, because something is going to be revealed to you guys through dreams, and everything is just going to be making sense, or this will help you to see things from a different perspective or the bigger picture, okay? So yeah, before we wrap things up, let me actually get some oracle stones for you guys. Alrighty. Trust your gut. How many times have you gotten that message from your guides? Group number 3. They really wanted you to trust your intuition. Okay? Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your intuition. Trust your intuition, or trust your gut. Okay, what's next? Rebirth. So some of you, maybe there's actually, something that you guys are going to be growing, or you're really going to be going through some sort of like a transformation. Yeah, with this rebirth, there's something about change, all right? Or you're growing something new. Are you kidding me? You got vision again. Creepy. What are the chances, guys? Look at that. You got the ego, vision, and then with your oracle stone, you got vision. Yeah. So again, this is a time for you to trust your inner voice, to follow your heart, to look inward as well, and allow your heart, like what it says on the message earlier, to allow your heart to lead you to the right path, to lead you towards the truth, maybe. Oh my gosh, truth and integrity. So for some of you, this is how your guide sees you, all right? You guys are visionary. You guys are also, very honest or open, okay? That's also how your guide sees you. But for some of you, it's a message, all right? That you need to trust your intuition, to allow your heart to see things that the logical mind cannot explain, for you to see the truth. Yeah, there's something about that. And yeah, organize. What did I say? Bingo earlier. Do you still remember the house card that we saw earlier? Group number 3? Where's that card? Where was that card? Yeah. And I even heard that message. Somebody watching group number 3, you guys are really tidy or neat freaks. You keep your house clean, which is beautiful. All right. It's spotless. And you really, try to organize everything. All right. Not just, things around the house, but even your plans. All right. Your schedule. Or some of you needed to organize. That's also what I'm hearing, because some of you have been juggling. All right. So again, it's actually a number of things, because it's a general reading. All right. So some of you, you're already organized. You're actually well organized even. But some of you needed to organize. Some of you needed to work on that. It can also be an advice from Spirit. So that's why only take what applies. All right. So anywho, that's what I have for you, group number 3. I love your reading. Actually, this is my favorite group. Okay. This is my favorite group. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again next week. Love and light. Bye.